Bam. What's up? Welcome to the Mind Power Show. It's your boy Luke Mind Power. How are you? Hope you're having a awesome day wherever you are around the world. Sending you some never give up from my friend David Power Talk in New York. Blessings and love all the way to wherever you are right now. I have a special guest today, and I'm so super excited to have her on the show simply because she inspires me, man. Her name is Leovana, and she is 19. She's from Ecuador, and she is aspiring to be a motivational speaker, and she's got some other exciting news that she's going to share with us, I'm sure. But I don't want to spoil too much, so just going to wait for her to come on. But yeah, she's from Ecuador, and we obviously connected through IG. She was part of my course that I created, the 22-day Mind Power Challenge, and we met through the Facebook group as well. But I'm super excited to have her on the show because she's really, I had another Luke from South Carolina who also 21. The mindset is incredible. And so, when I was 21, there was no way that I was thinking about this kind of mindset, about ambitions and goals and dreams and believing in myself and loving myself and believing that you can achieve what's impossible to most people and what will most people think. So I'm really excited to have her on the show, and I'm going to invite her on. Looking forward to meeting her and talking to her, obviously through Instagram, which is a powerful source, so that we can share our stories around the world with, we've got the world in our hands. That's so amazing. Let's see. Leovana, welcome to the Mind Power Show.
Hi.
I'm so happy to have you connect with us, with the world. So welcome.
I'm happy too, really.
Thank you so much for coming. I know that this is not easy. This is something different, and like I always talk about, you have to be willing to get out of your comfort zone. You have to be willing to do things that are going to stretch you. So thank you for coming on the show today.
Thank you. Well, it's really difficult to me because English is not my native language, and the first time you told me that you wanted to make part in this Facebook Live. It was really shocked to me.
Well,
yes,
it's great.
It was shocking.
It's very courageous of you to want to do this because it opens your mind to the possibilities of believing more in yourself, that your subconscious mind gives you these negative thoughts and makes you feel like sometimes you can't do this, but you can, and it's so awesome. So tell us a little bit about yourself, about your goals, what you're doing now, your dreams.
Well, my goals is be a motivational speaker, but here in Ecuador it's very difficult because there's no motivational speakers. There is like one or two that calls influencers, but nobody influence really in the society in a positive way, and it's very hard. There's like two neuro centers in here in Ecuador, but there's not much, like really neuro centers. And I told you that I am going to Russia in September, and it will be really hard to me because I will leave my friends, my family, everything I love, but I will study psychology in there. And before I go, I wanted to make these prayers I told you, and that's my goal now. And my goal, like long-term goal, is be a motivational speaker. And I'm really nervous right now because
it's okay. For me, for a long time, like I can speak Polish. Ja mogę mówić po polsku, right? So I just
Really?
for a long
Okay.
time. For a long time in my life, I always said that I don't speak very good Polish.
Okay.
Always. I said it for a long time. But you know what? Now, because I believe in myself, now I tell myself that I can speak very, very good Polish.
You know,
And
it's
you are
everything. It's
speaking
everything in the
very, very good.
yes, it's everything in the practice. I think because yes, and the action of taking action. Because you told me that, and take action of your life. I think it is the most important things in your life because when you take action, you start to notice that you have control of your life.
Definitely. It's, a lot of people do a lot of talking, a lot of thinking, a lot of talking, a lot of learning, but they don't put action. So if you don't take action, how can you grow? How can you change your life? How can you move forward? You will always stay in the same position if you never do something more than think.
Yes.
Right? So I'm interested, Leovana, to understand, because I know that you are 19 years old, right?
Yes.
And I think that it's so incredible, and I am so inspired by you that you want to be a motivational speaker.
Yes.
It's so amazing. It's so amazing. And I believe that you can. I believe that you will be a motivational speaker. But tell me, what is it in you? What is it that makes you feel like you want to help people? Like, why? What happened in your life that you feel connected, that you want to make a difference in people's lives?
I think it starts in a reunion. I was with friends, and then there was this friend that she was very sad. She was very anxious, and I don't know how to do it. It just starts in my head. I was thinking and thinking, and I said, well, I have to help her. Okay, and then I help her, and she told me. Then I help her, and it works. And then she told me that I was a really, really like she liked my vibes. She loved my emotional motivation. And then I realized, and then I get happy. And when I get happy, it's like was a click in my head that I think this is that I love. This is the thing that I love. I don't know what happened when you realize that you like to help people. What was your thing?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. It's that connection that you have because you feel good about your life, you feel good about yourself, and you have this positivity and love that you love to see other people happy. Because I feel there's so many people that are not happy in their lives. And for me, for a long time, I was not happy. Or I was doing the wrong things. And now that I'm doing the right things, it makes me happy that I'm working on myself. And now I can help you. And I can help everyone.
Yes. You have helped me a lot because you are really emotional. And I think that is a part of me that I can help people because I really get emotional with everyone. I have a connection with everyone. I really love to talk, and I think it's the most powerful time that I get connected with someone, because it's really difficult to me. It was really difficult to me a long time ago, staying like in this world, like staying connected, like staying in this, like knowing that I'm here. But when I started to do this, it really exploded my mind, and that's the part that I really loving to do this. Yes.
Yeah, it's an amazing gift that you have to be able to want to help other people's lives, right? So you talk about psychology and you want to study in Russia.
Yes.
It's amazing that you want to travel to another country where you cannot speak the language. And
yes.
of course,
Imagine.
some will speak English, but that is amazing. And to do that, I am now only starting to travel by myself and to open my mind to meeting people around the world. And it's an amazing thing for you to do this 19, like by the time you are 25, I will see you on the stage. Easy, maybe even earlier.
And you told me that you were moving to other country, right?
Yes, I'm thinking, actually I'm doing the process now so that I can possibly move to Toronto, Canada.
Oh, I love Toronto, yes.
It's something different and I like this, I like to be different.
Yes. So you have other friends that are motivational speakers, or you're just the one of your group that is like that?
I have a friend also who's very, very, very positive, and he's very motivating, and he's very, very passionate, and he loves music, and he's my number one fan. But we are a team, and that is the most important thing that you have to realize in your life, is that you have to have people with you that will support you, that will encourage you, that will give you the push, that Leovana, you are amazing, keep going. It's very important, because lots of people around you, they will not like what you are doing, or they will feel that you are so different to them. And it's very hard for them to understand why you think like this, So it's definitely important to be very conscious about who your friends are and who you can speak to. But of course, you cannot help everyone. You just have to focus on what you believe in. And that is the number one thing. When you believe in your mind, in your words, whatever you're saying, nobody can stop you. And when they get angry at you or they say bad things, this makes you stronger.
I have a conversation with my sister like weeks ago, and she told me that, she told me a negative thing, and then I started to get uncomfortable, because she's my sister. She's someone that I have to see every day of my life. And it's very difficult to talk with something negative. It's very difficult. And with her, she's my sister, it was very shocked. And how do you get away from this negative situation if it's your family? And it's very difficult. I know. And then I told to her, you're telling me a negative thing. You have to be conscious of that. And she told me that I don't care. And then I started a conversation with her, 1 hour conversation, and I was saying to her that she were being negative. And the result was, she didn't understand that she was a negative person. But I'm doing every day I'm talking to her, and I'm pushing her to be positive. It's not negative, being sad, or I'm not saying that she's in a negative way that you. For example, I told her that I wanted to be a motivational speaker, and she told me that how I will be a motivational speaker is if I will study psychology. And I simply shut up, shut. And I told her the thing that you are studying don't define your person. That was the talk that we was going through. And well, she don't understand this right now. Well, what you do when somebody like close to you be negative, it's getting negative.
This is the most difficult part of this process of you growing, and your mindset is learning, you're changing, and you're allowing yourself to become wiser and stronger with the way that you think, right? Because as you keep growing, you keep moving away from all the people that are not growing. Everybody who doesn't have a purpose, everybody who doesn't have a vision, right? They will stay here. But you are moving continuously because you're conscious of what you want. You know what you want. You have a purpose and you have this vision that you can see your future and you know what you want to achieve. So for these people, especially when it's family, this is the most hardest. I have this small problem with my mother. Because when my mother talks to me, she doesn't agree always with the things that I am talking about. Because, you know, my mum, she loves to go to church and she always talks about God, right? And I love that too, you know. But when I speak, there are things that she doesn't agree. So for me, what I have to do now is I just talk less. I don't talk to her as much. You know, I have to be very careful with how I react. You have to be aware how you react. When somebody says something to you, you can say, okay. Or you can get angry and say, no, this is how you're supposed to do it. You don't understand me. You need to listen to me. I'm right. Sometimes you just have to say, okay. Because we can't change people. We cannot change people. People can listen to us speak, but they're deaf. Because the way that you are speaking, your mindset and your knowledge is too deep for their understanding. So sometimes you just have to say, it's okay, I understand, and just leave it, you know, because this will make you feel negative, you'll feel angry, you'll feel stressed, you'll feel disappointed because your sister doesn't understand you. But all you need to do is you need to be the best you. You need to be the example and you need to be the role model. And eventually she will see and she will say, oh, Leovana, you're amazing. Before I didn't understand you, but now I understand you. It will take time.
Yes, you're saying a very special thing. It takes time. The special and the great things in life take time.
Yes.
Yes, and you told that one time that you were saying that your mother put like a new, and I heard that she puts a new, that she puts a news, and you say that you don't wanted to see that because they were negative. What do you think about the news that?
Oh yes, I know my mother. You know, she likes to watch the news sometimes, and she tells me about what's happening in Venezuela, and that the world is going to end, and that maybe there will be no more Instagram, and you know, maybe this, maybe this, maybe this. All these thoughts from my mother watching the news. I don't want to hear that. I want my mother to say, Luke, you are inspiring people, you are helping people, I'm very happy and I love you. That's it. That's all I want. But my mother, I think maybe your parents too, or other people's parents, they live in the mindset of 30 years ago, 40 years ago.
Yes.
You know what I mean? The world is different now. The future is yours. You can do whatever you want. The technology we have We can talk. I'm in Australia, you're in Ecuador, and we're talking. This is amazing, right? So, you know, the mindset and the thinking of my mother is not the extraordinary thinking of, Luke, you can go and become whatever you want, whatever you dream, you can become. I believe in you. You know, it's not like that. It's just she knows what she thinks and she knows what she knows. And
Yes, she knows what
you don't
she knows.
That's it. You know, so it's like you can't change your parents. You just have to let them be and try not to get angry or emotionally involved. It's not easy.
Yes, you're right.
So when you become more aware, tell me.
No, keep going.
I'm just saying, when you become more conscious, when you become more emotionally aware of the way that you speak and the way that you react to someone speaking to you, right, then you become more powerful because you can be very peaceful. And when you are peaceful, you are positive. When you are peaceful, you feel good, right? So when you're consciously aware, being self-aware of your conversation with somebody, you can feel the energy from that person. And if the energy is here and you are here, then you know that you can't invest in the conversation too much because you don't want to get angry, because they won't understand you, because you're speaking a different language.
Yes. Hey, what do you mean we speak a different language?
Your mindset and your sister's mindset. If you try to explain to your sister about, you want to learn about the mind, you want to learn psychology, you want to travel to Russia, you want to be a motivational speaker, you want to help people, you want to change people's lives, and your sister will say, I don't understand. Why do you want to do this for?
Yes.
So she doesn't understand the way that you think.
What do you think about the works that there have no mission, or they don't have like a specific reason to be in there? Like a reason to help the world. Like there's an uncle that have a restaurant, and she just have their restaurant because she wants to have money, and there's no reason about it. It's just it. What do you think about that?
About you have family that has a restaurant and all they think about is money.
Okay, yes. What do you think about that work? About that specific kind of work? Like there's many people that put restaurants in and they just want money, like quick money, and that's what they want.
Look, money is a tool. Money is something that we can use to allow us to live a specific life. I believe that money is a positive thing when used in a positive way. So if you want to become wealthy, or if you want to have money, a lot of money, I believe that using it in the right way and helping others as well and making a difference in people's lives, that's my way of thinking. But not everybody thinks like that. Again, professional speaker, and you want to change the world and you want to help people, then that is the...
I have an interview with a motivational speaker that lives in Australia. You live in Australia, right? And she told me that why? Well, it will be something important, or you will do something with that. And then I told her, yeah, help people. And she told me like, okay, And I do the thing that you told me, like saying okay.
Yeah. You have to be careful, because people can easily turn your emotional state negative. You know,
Yes.
so just be conscious. And there are many things that you can learn about your mindset, about allowing the universe and God to work with you, your energy, and whatever. If you need support or you need help, you just send me a message, because now is the time. You are very interested and you are intrigued by your mindset, your brain, how it works. And the more that you invest in yourself right now, in 3 or 4 years, you are going to be incredible. Right? I can see it, and I'm so proud of you, and I'm so happy that you're doing what you're doing, because you know why, Leovana, you're doing what you love.
Yes.
And that's what life is about. You know, if you can really find your purpose and you can find what you love and you can take action, which is what you are doing. You're taking action. You're making projects for your school, for motivation. You're going to Russia to learn and to invest in yourself. That's amazing.
And when you do that, what do you love? You can spend 24 hours and you don't notice.
That's right.
You can spend 24 hours doing that and you don't notice that time pass, and it just pass.
Yep, it feels effortless.
Yes.
Exactly.
And it's
exactly.
and it's very hard to me, like talking to you in English, and like there's a lot of friends that there's right now watching, and they ask me like, what is this?
And they can't understand what's going on.
Okay, yes. Introduce yourself.
That's funny. I'm Luke Mindpower from Sydney, Australia. ¿Cómo estás? Me llamo Luke. And yeah, I know that there's probably people watching, they can't understand what I'm saying, but you know what? Your English is very good, and you're able to make conversation. Of course, it can get better, but the only way, like you said, it's going to get better when you practice, when you speak to people in English. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, you know, whenever you can, you have to engage in speaking English, because that's how you're going to build that skill and get better. So, lastly, what's your vision for the next 5 years? Where do you see Leovana in 5 years?
In 5 years.
Yes.
Having a speech with you. No, I'm joking.
No, hey, 100%. I'm ready. I'm going to invite the next speaker to the stage from Ecuador, Leovana.
Okay. I'll invite you to Ecuador, and you will speak here, maybe.
In Spanish.
Yes. I can teach you Spanish, and you can teach me English.
Sounds like a plan. Anything is possible. Nothing is impossible with this mindset.
Mm-hmm. So in 5 years, I see me. I think I'll be here. I'll be back to where I'll go to Russia, and in 5 years I'll get here. But I think I'll be starting my career like a motivational speaker here in Ecuador. That's my plan. That's my goal. Like start here the career and study all the career maybe in Russia, and then maybe in New York or something like that, or a Latin American country. But my plan is coming back to here, like in Ecuador. Mm-hmm. So and start my career here.
You want to have like a business or a company that is helping people with like online courses or programs for people to do on the internet or on your website, or ways that people can also develop their mindset and change their life?
Yes, something like that. I want something that in Spanish and English people like Mind Valley, like you know what
Yes,
Mind Valley
yes,
is.
yes.
Yes, and I wanted to hear your experience too. And well, I don't know how I engage with Mind Valley or how I know it, but it just really came. Like it just really came into my life, and it was really shocked because the first webinar I made was when one like Vision was talking, and she was talking about Kensha moments and
Yeah.
about that. And I don't remember the exact team, but it was Vision that he was talking, and I really like his university, and we don't have it in Ecuador. We don't have like universities like it to push people to the next level, and
Yep.
that's why I like that exact work.
Maybe you
I
could be
love
the
his
first
work.
to start a Mind Valley in Ecuador.
Yes, it will be amazing.
Why not? Yeah,
We
100%.
don't know.
It's possible. You can do it.
And I wanted to make talks here. And in 5 years, I wanted to make talks, but I'm starting I'm starting to make a project in here in Ecuador before I go to Russia. That
Yep.
I wanted to engage with universities in here and with schools in here and make some talks in Spanish because we don't have it here. We we really need it, and
You just have teachers.
yes, we need
Well,
here.
I believe that you can do it. And I think
So what?
and I know you're gonna do it.
So what time is in there?
It is 1:40
1:40
p.m.
p.m.
Yep.
I
So
noticed.
it's daytime here. But yeah, I'll flip the camera so you can see. Oh no, it doesn't work. There we go. Yeah, it's daytime. Yeah. So your story is powerful. I am inspired. I'm blessed to connect with you like this. I know in the future that we will stay connected, and that one day I will invite you, or you will invite me onto the stage, and we will talk and we will inspire thousands of people. And I truly believe and love your ambitious nature at your age. And I know that this is your purpose. This is you're listening to your soul, and you're truly connected with what you believe. And it's such a big, powerful force of energy that you have. When you believe in yourself this much, extraordinary things are going to happen in your life. And you're going to meet so many amazing people. I can't wait to meet you. And I'm really grateful that you took the time today to talk to me. And I look forward to following your journey and supporting you as much as I can.
I'm really grateful. I'm really grateful, really. Like you making me this with me. It's really powerful. Like we're doing a thing, but there's still there's still people that are writing me and asking me what is this.
Of course.
But introduce yourself. Like I am Look Mind Power, and like you are a motivational speaker.
Me?
Yes.
Me llamo Lucas from Australia, Sydney, Australia. I'm Luke Mindpower. As you can see on my hat, I'm a self-made positive therapist. Self-made, right? It's all about love, positivity, positive energy, lifting your vibration, living on a frequency where you've already achieved your dreams and you start living like you're living that dream that you actually want to attain. You have to override that paradigm and that subconscious mind from all the negativities and anything that's bringing you down or telling you that you cannot achieve something, because that's all rubbish. Live with your conscious mind. Think positive thoughts. Know that you are powerful and that you are extraordinary and you can achieve anything that you put your mind to. This is your boy, Luke Mindpower.
Okay.
All right, Leovana, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Luke. Thank you, really.
We'll talk very soon. Take care.
We'll talk very soon. Yes. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Leovana Ordonez from Ecuador. What a true soldier, warrior, man. She's inspiring. You know, I relate and I connect with people like this. And the reason why I'm so passionate about younger people, especially Luke Imelos yesterday, he's actually designing my website as well, which is awesome. But he's only 21. And the reason why I connect so much and I'm so passionate about these younger entrepreneurs is because, man, the things that, I was in a cocoon for so long and I had to go through all these challenges and adversities and heartbreaks and finding myself and using drugs and my parents, I came back from Poland when I was 20 years old and my parents moved away and I didn't have a house to live in. So I was like homeless. I had to move in with my sister and then I was skipping and jumping from house to house. I never had my own family house to live in. So, I was constantly searching and finding my way. And it took me to 33 years old for me to actually break the cocoon and go, stuff this, man. I am extraordinary. I'm going to go out and show the world what I've got. And to connect with people who are that age, 20 years old, 21, 19, and they are thinking the way that with ambition and hunger and a burning desire to live their purpose, to be themselves, to not allow anything to affect their mindset and to live in their truth, in their vortex of possibilities of what they can achieve. Man, this makes me motivated. I get excited and I'm so excited to be able to connect with these people from around the world and to support them and to follow them and see them win and see you guys win, because that's why I'm doing this, because I want to see you guys win as well. I'm not just doing this for myself. I'm doing it just to see you guys win as well. So, it's truly, truly inspiring, and I'm completely overwhelmed with all of these people that I'm connecting with from around the world. The process and journey just continues, and I embrace it. I was thinking about this today, and it's an easy thing to get negative about your journey and your life and what you're going through, because how long will it take until you reach that dream? How long will it take until you reach that? I'm thinking, maybe 6 months, maybe 1 year. I set myself a reasonable, I think, a realistic, even though I want to be optimistic, 2022, I want to be the best speaker in the world. I want to be on stage. I want to be inspiring thousands of people at a time, have my own company, motivated lifestyle company. I've got all these visions what I want to achieve. But what if it doesn't happen? Am I going to give up? And that's the subconscious negative thoughts that go through your mind in your journey, and whatever you're trying to pursue is, how long is it going to take? When am I going to achieve it? When am I going to start making money? Is this really possible? Am I doing the right thing? So, a lot of I don't want to use anyone as an example because everybody's different, and you can't look at like Gary Vee, for example. He's been doing this whole talking thing in social media and building up his powerful articulation of his words and his mindset for 10 years. 10 years. But even before that, he was building up his brand, his business, and selling wine and all that kind of stuff and learning. So he has been in this continuous journey for so long until he got to 40 and pop, he's exploded. You know what I mean? So, I think about my future and I know that, you know what, I'm going to just do whatever I can to become more stronger, invest more in myself, put myself out there to the world, connect with more people. Your network is your net worth, and go to self-development programs, go to conferences, and go to speaking engagements where I'm going to learn and develop my skills on stage and speaking, and just keep doing whatever you can do to master your craft and become the best at being you, the best at what you can do, because that's what it's about. You want to be the best. You want to make that massive impact, and that's what I'm doing, and that's you have to embrace that journey, because you can't be doing what you're doing for no reason, wasting your time, because easily you'll give up, you'll get discouraged, and you'll think, you know what, this is not working. But it's when you start thinking that it's not working, that's when it's actually working. That's where you have to keep pushing. Thanks, Leovana, for coming on from Ecuador. Amazing, inspirational, aspiring to be a motivational speaker, study psychology, and learn Russian as well, and then just doing all this other stuff. It's just crazy. Anyway, thanks for tuning in today to the Mind Power Show. This is your boy, Luke Mind Power. It's getting sunny. My eyes are glaring now. But it's great to have you. If you watch this on a replay, I hope you enjoyed that powerful interview from Ecuador. And if you want to be on the show, send me a DM and we'll organize a time. Thank you so much. Remember that I believe in you. I love you. Never give up. Follow your dreams because they know the way. Peace out. I'll catch you later.